Welcome to 4x4, a quick building tournament with 4 rounds of 4 contestants each. Contestants have 30 minutes to build something relating to the round's theme, which is left intentionally vague. They'll have to think fast to plan and execute a cohesive build in just half an hour. Our 3 judges will decide if they move on to the next stage or get eliminated. We have 8 contestants, who will reach the final round and win the $500 MRT prize. First to build, Vicky Torrey, Mayor of Larkspur.
When you said nostalgia, I wanted to recreate what we did in Minecraft when most of us were kids, which was, in short, build very badly. I tried to evoke the feeling of old school Minecraft as much as possible. Sort of like looking back at our childhoods, and by our I mean mostly people in their 20s now who grew up with the old versions of Minecraft. I limited my block palette to mostly stuff from Alpha Minecraft, except the grass because modern grass does not look like grass back then. This watchtower wood was one of the main materials, especially oak wood. There wasn't really many other woods. One thing that some people might not know, who didn't play Minecraft back then, was that you could skip every other block of a ladder and it would still be climbable. Next to it, I got a little pond. I think I was originally wanting to landscape it a little bit more. I was going to build more hills and stuff, but oh well. This is the wooden shack that everyone knows. I like swords. By the way, my original username was Swordblade809. I think very first MRT system used something like this, but there was a pseudo infinite booster before boosting rails were added to the game. Here's the cool S. Everyone knows the cool S. The Dirt Hut. The Aether Portal. I mean, the Aether mod back then was so hype. And everyone had these all over the world. I remember one of the first popular builds was Notch's head. Everyone worshipped him back then. Even though, disclaimer, he is a not good person. Last but not least, the old Minecraft logo. The OG Minecraft logo made before they could afford artists. My favorite part? Probably the S. I like the S. The S is cool.
Next up, Zwoj, Mayor of Nuke. Zwoj had this to say about their build. The theme was nostalgia, so I tried my best to build what a memory would feel like. It's of 2 people sitting under a tree reading or having fun together. The tree has a tire swing and is on a small hill off an old road. I surrounded the build with small clouds to make it feel like a peaceful memory. There's someone sitting on the cloud, watching the memory unfold, kind of like remembering something in their own mind. Nostalgia is usually interpreted with good memories, so I tried to build what one might look like. My favorite part was the story it told, and building with all the new blocks. At night, I really like how the fireflies come out of the bushes and surround the tree. Third, Conric005, owner of Astroslurp.
So what I built was, I kind of tried to build the essence of the Legacy Console Minecraft edition. I was originally going to recreate something from the tutorial world, and I did kind of try to do that here. I instead decided to go with a classic village, because I think Legacy Console still has this type of village. When I think of nostalgia, especially while playing Minecraft, I always get nostalgic for the Xbox 360 version. It's the version I started on. Legacy Console Edition still holds a special place in my heart. I put in many hours, even if I never really did anything in survival, just messing around with creative. I'm really nostalgic for it, so I thought I'd try to recreate that essence. For these houses, I tried to go all in on accuracy as much as possible, which was probably a bad idea because it took a lot of time. And then, in the spirit of Legacy Console, I tried to make the giant Minecraft sign that appears over all the tutorial worlds. Although I maybe ran out of room. I there was a slight miscalculation. The favorite parts of what I built, I'm really proud of the blacksmith. I thought I recreated it really well. I think the blacksmith is just my favorite part.
Finally, Bro 1, Bro 2, the mayor of Broville.
I built a basic Minecraft house from quite a few years ago, aiming for like a nostalgia, like a 1.8 or 1.5, like an early version of Minecraft house. I did include a few newer blocks, but I try to stick to only old blocks that have been in Minecraft. So for the theme, I was thinking for nostalgia, and since this is Minecraft, I was like, the first thing anyone does in Minecraft, I feel like, is after they punch a tree or whatever, they want to build a house, build a base for themselves. And I feel like tapping back to that nostalgia of building like a basic house that many people probably have built before, I think would hit the theme. But at the same time, I also wanted to do something that looked at least a little bit decent, because just having a dirt shack wouldn't look that great. I don't necessarily have a favorite part, but one of my favorite things is just when I was building this, trying to go back and think about all the nostalgic things that me from like 6 or 7 or 8 years ago would have built in a Minecraft house and incorporating those into this build.
Now, our 3 judges will give out the scores for each build. We have Aristrad, winner of Screenshot Contest 10 and 14, 6pro, builder of Stone, and McYoshi26, mayor of Premier City Itokani. Judges give 2 ratings out of 10. 1 for build quality and 1 for theme interpretation.
I will say first that I appreciate a lot of the references that are here, and like I will say, you know, like this does capture a lot of the old things that are in Minecraft. So I actually really like that, even like the square clouds and everything.
The color of the grass as well.
The toxic white grass. I think that's really good. You know, if I had to critique anything, I guess there should be a water bucket in the Aether portal that doesn't do anything. But honestly, I just appreciate it being there.
The builds are very simple, but it definitely captures that nostalgic, classic Minecraft feel with that.
Yeah, I mean, the builds aren't like amazing, but they are good at portraying what they're meant to be. I mean, nothing at the time was that pretty.
One thing I really like about this one is that it really takes the theme in a bit of a different direction. You know, obviously all the other builds are a bit more Minecraft nostalgia focused, so I like how this is like, you know, someone's memory.
For sure. Obviously, not essentially because they didn't know what the other people built. But I think even without that, I think it's a pretty good pick for theme. I like the idea of, you know, someone looking back and it's like a physical representation of what they're thinking about. I will say, without the note, I did genuinely think that it was like someone's dead looking over their children in the cloud, but I see that it's them looking at their own memory.
Yeah, I do like how the sort of interpretation of it is a little bit different. It's quite cool.
I also appreciate the detail of the block choices, and it wasn't just like a hill thrown together. I think there was some thought to what blocks would look good together. Like there's a lot of blues and whites and greens.
One thing was, it is a little empty out here. I guess it is supposed to be like a vague memory, and this is the only part they can remember, and it's kind of like fading out to the edges. So I get that, but I don't know, maybe just a few more clouds could have helped with that.
This is probably what they were trying to build. One of the like the default console worlds had just had like a big Minecraft above like that little town or whatever. It's been ages, but that feels very nostalgic.
I do like that they left off the T because they ran out of room. I do find that very funny. But in a way, you know what, it's kind of jarring that they're, but it is funny. For the build itself, I mean, I will say, I think they did a good job replicating the actual like structures of the village, the actual buildings. So I can actually very much see what they're going for. Like it's kind of unmistakable.
The gravel paths before they made them paths.
I would just say I would like to see a little bit more of their own creativity in here, instead of just copying the old Minecraft village builds. It does evoke the nostalgic theme, but, you know, I would like to have seen some of their own details and spin on it. One thing I like about this build is that I think it's a nice interpretation of balancing that old Minecraft style with actually adding some detail to it.
I appreciate the use of, they know how they like tried to use blocks at the time. They tried to stay at least pretty faithful to it and didn't spruce it up, but still, you're right. Added some detail to it. I also do like the inclusion of also some Easter eggs that can, like of, you know, how you place torches around the enchanted table. The signs everywhere of like telling you where things are, even though it's obviously your house, you know. I like the little details there.
The signs on the chests from before item frames.
Overall, I think this is a cute little build. I like what it's going for.
Now, let's reveal the results and see who is the winner of the 4x4 building tournament. The results will be revealed starting from last place. In 4th, with a score of 35, Connor005. with a score of 43. Third place goes to Vicky Tori. In second, also with a score of 43, but receiving tiebreak votes from Aristrad and 6Pro, Bro 1, Bro 2. That means that Zooj takes first place with 53 points, winning the 4x4 building tournament.